Hey everybody, KO4DFC here. Wanted to show you my new no drill ham radio mount setup in my car. The last time that I put up a video, I had my Yaesu 7250 mounted on a wood board, and that has now changed. I now actually have a gooseneck setup that mounts to the seat bolt with a little $25 gooseneck that I bought on Amazon. So wanted to show you all what I did, and it all starts with just a little bit of drilling, not really much at all. I used this Black & Decker, it's an 18 volt power drill. I don't think it's actually like an impact driver or anything, it's just the normal drill. And what I did is I found a drill bit. This is just a little drill bit kit that I've got. I took, it's actually one of these, I believe it was this bit here, and thing is, the actual radius and diameter of this particular bit matches up basically exactly with the mounting hardware screws that were in my Yaesu 7250's mounting kit that came with it. So what I did is I took this and I used it to widen the hole in the gooseneck mount that I bought. I'm going to show you now what that ended up looking like. You can't mount it exactly centered on it, but it doesn't actually matter. It's still very sturdy and it will hold up the radio even though you're putting the whole radio on that mount, as opposed to just like a control head if you had something like an FTM-5150A or a Yaesu FTM-400 or something like that. With the 7250, you can't detach the control panel, but I was really pleased to see that it didn't matter, because I could just widen a couple of holes and drill a new hole or two, and then I was able to mount the radio effectively. So let's see what that looks like in the car. Alright, so here we are in the car, and this is the Arkon, A-R-K-O-N, 4-hole amps pattern gooseneck seat bolt mount that I got off of Amazon. It was $24.95, and I'm not an Amazon affiliate, so everything I'm sharing with you all is just exactly what I used personally. I haven't been sponsored or anything for this, but this originally came with just 4 holes in it here on the corners, and you can see I drilled through a few places to try and get things right with the mount. The actual mounting hardware that came with the 7250 is over here, and these screws are a little bit wider than the holes that come on this mount. So I had to widen a couple of the holes to get the screws to fit. But you'll see when you line this up, you can't line it up directly centered, but I was able to find that I could line this up where you've got 3 holes there. So the center hole on the mounting bracket, and then a couple of holes on one of the sides. And that lines up just right. And there's just enough room on that mount to get those holes in and mount this, and it holds it very securely. The one thing I did discover is that once you have put the screws in, this thing here that tightens up the mount, this top pivots, and this will tighten it up here on the bottom. You want to get that as tight as you can before you put the screws in with the nuts, or put in the bolts and nuts, just because once you put them in, you won't be able to turn that very easily. So just get it really tight. And the gooseneck, this is solid. Like, I have to really mess with this to get it to move. So I'm gonna install the bracket again, and then I'll put the radio on it, and you'll get to see what that looks like fully assembled. Alright, and now the radio is mounted on the gooseneck, and what I didn't show you before, right there is the seat bolt. You just loosen that a little bit with like a ratchet and slide it under and then tighten it down real tight. I just tightened it down with my hand. I don't have like an electric ratchet or anything that would put a ton of torque on it. Just hand tighten it very tight, and it doesn't move. It might wobble a little bit. I can actually prop it on the seat if I need to, if I need more stability. But the nice thing about this is I can pull this all the way out. So I've got my cup holders and stuff. A lot of times I'll actually just stick the microphone in here because I don't have a place to put the microphone yet for a microphone holder. But yeah, and that works. So and that way, if a passenger's going to get in or something and I want to move it out of the way, I can just move this gooseneck. Or if I need to, I could totally disconnect the radio and the coax, and that way there'd be more room there, or I could reposition it. This will tilt a variety of ways, and the camera's not focusing there, so this will tilt and pretty much stay put. So it makes it a lot more accessible when I'm driving, and yeah. So anyway, that's a no drill install for a Yaesu 7250. Hope it helps you, and if you like this, you found it helpful, subscribe to the channel, and I'd love to see your comments down below. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is KO4DFC, and yeah, hope this helps.